Hi there. Good evening, everybody. Great. Good evening, everybody. It's a Sunday evening, and I thought I'd just give a quick update to everybody with regards to the process of the claims. I hope everybody's had a good weekend. So let's jump straight into it. There we go. Right. Starting up for all those that have been messaging me, thank you very much. Thank you very much for the kind words that you have come forward and shared. I know this has been a very tough battle for everybody, but we're super excited that we're now at a point where we are forwarding all the information through to the authorities and going through the process. So for those that are not aware, there's 20 days left to participate, and this is regarding the Dubai legal case with against HyperTech and Sam Lee. And today is the 11th of August, and it's a Sunday. So first up, on Thursday and Friday, one of the commitments I had was to send out all those bulk invoices to everybody. That's been done. We had over 22,000 people respond, and of that, we whittled down the information down to 16,500 people. Everybody now has received that information, and it was really with everybody that had filled out the Google form, and that was where you expressed your interest to participate in putting forward your claim and wanting to participate to get to the truth and justice against Sam Lee. So the 16,500 invoices have been sent out. Through that process, we picked up 1,873 errors. Now, what we mean by errors is people have captured the email details incorrectly, or perhaps those email addresses aren't working anymore. We are working through those emails, but if you haven't received an invoice yet, it probably means that you're not on the list or that you didn't capture your details correctly. People that are already paid, so what happened is we went out and we said, all right, okay, for those people that are ready to commit, please, there was a form, people started to pay and attach their proof. Now we are matching up that proof at the moment. And what's really transpired is that we originally were looking at $15, and that is still the fee, is $15. And then we had to switch things around to be able to bill out of one of my companies. That's I Click It. And the reason we're doing that is to make sure everything is audited. It's a public company, to make sure that everything is above board. And we've also created more options for people to pay on. So a lot of people weren't able to pay with USDT, couldn't get crypto. So we have now created a methodology for people to pay. What I'd like to just express is, please, if you're receiving an invoice, you do not need to pay twice, meaning that if you already contributed, please just wait until the 14th. We have 1,294 people still to match up, and we're busy with that process. We should have it complete by the end of the 14th of August. However, if you're feeling uncomfortable, you don't want to wait, you're most welcome to email askroryc@gmail.com. I have staff that are looking after that email to try and answer your queries, or directly to me at roryconica@gmail.com. So if you're really concerned about it, you're welcome to send it through, or just wait until the 14th of August, and you should receive your receipt. And also the other thing that we need to do is we need to edit every single receipt. So we have to go into each invoice. We need to match up the values because there were different fees associated to make sure everything is audited correctly, and then edit it accordingly, save it, void all invoices, and resend it through to you. So we are busy with that process. And as I said, we aim to finish by the 14th. So 2 more days to wait. If you could just be patient, because the more that you email in, the less that we have the time to actually do the work. An update for PayPal. If you are trying to pay with PayPal at the moment, please note that we are busy updating the profile from our private Rory Conica PayPal account to the business I Click It Pty. So I got a message, an account alert saying, hang on a second, you've upgraded it to a business account, therefore we need these additional documents. So I'm told it takes anywhere between 1 to 2 weeks. So let's work on about 10 days. So the PayPal option might not work, well, shouldn't work for the next 10 days until those documents have been received and gone through their processes. We've already submitted. They've just come back for an additional document, which we'll submit during the course of the week. But in the interim, you can use your debit and credit card to pay the invoice. Yesterday, I sent out on the 10th of August an email to everybody with a WhatsApp group and a Telegram group. Please, I encourage you to join those groups. That's where you'll get the quickest information. The videos get dropped. And this is ready for you to be updated now for the next 20 days to make sure that you don't miss out any critical information, especially when it comes to the claiming process. I've had a lot of requests of people wanting to still participate, people that weren't told about it or now seeing that we are putting the claims in. So I'm opening it up until the end of August. After that, it's getting closed off because we have to get the submissions through. We've been asked to get those submissions through by no later than the second week of next month, September. So we want to try and aim to get everything done by the 8th of September, ahead of schedule. But we have got a little bit of leeway. But for those people that want to participate, to have a chance of getting their funds back and want to get to the truth and justice and support this cause, you will still be able to participate. Now, I will be sending out the link between Monday and Wednesday. It's going to be very simple, and that information will just be pulled into the system, and then you'll receive what you need to do. So look out for emails and communication on that, and also on the groups. But thank you for those people wanting to join and to make it to join and stand a chance of getting those claims paid out to you. The claims that we're talking about is the ones referred to HyperTech Group. We have Hyper One, Hyper Community, Hyper Capital, Hyper Global, Hyper Fund, Hyperverse, Hyper Nation, Hyper Cosmos. Now, I've been asked about Diversal. Diversal is not part of that process. That is a separate company. It's Sam and HyperTech Group have nothing to do with it. They sold the data across to that company. However, the Hyper series before that, we're putting that under one Dropbox as well. Stable DAO, there was people paid into a questionnaire service called Stable Opinion and never got their money out. You have VidiLook, that was the watching adverts for money. There was beta and live, so we'll be claiming against that. Stepstar was launched as well via Sam. That was linked to VidiLook. We'll be claiming on that as well. We are all Satoshi. There was a stage now. Chavez took over from We Are All Satoshi. Prior to that, we have Sam that was involved. That's very public. We have all that information. And there was also what the prestige passes, where people paid from $10,000 way over, I can't remember the exact figures, could be up to 250,000, but large sums of money for prestige passes, where Sam agreed to issue a contract and an underwritten guarantee to pay the people back. So we're focusing on that and for the people that were participating prior to Chavez taking over. Now, I have reached out to Chavez. I may address that on a separate email. I do have certain concerns, but I need to just explore that a little bit more in Dubai, and then I'll update people. And that's got to do with We Are All Satoshi and Boomerang. We have then the other programs, which is VAV, Vend, and HyperBC. What is HyperBC? HyperBC is an exchange which is directly linked into the HyperTech Group. And what we have is people that are not able to extract the money off the exchange. So we've included that with the claim, and this has obviously come up with our discussions with the authorities. The declaration and claim process, what can you prepare for? So right now we're getting all the paperwork done, the claims, in other words, the invoices out. We have now been working on the claims process, and there will be a declaration form. But what can you do so long now to prepare yourself so that you're ready to submit your claim? So you basically got to review all the proof for the declaration form. I highly encourage you guys to set up your own groups to support each other. There's a challenge. We have many people that speak multiple languages, also, approaching me in emails in French and Spanish and Portuguese and Chinese. And, right now we have 20 days left to achieve this. So please, I'm appealing to you to please set up your own groups and help each other. There were people that got you into these programs. Where are those people now? Why are they not helping you? Maybe contact those people and say, hey, you got me into this, or you showed me this. I don't understand their back offices that well. I need your help to put this claim in, and maybe reach out to those people. I understand that some of those people are no longer helping or ignoring you, so we will do our best to support you as best as possible. But please, we are a very small team here, and we have tens of thousands of people that are putting in claims. So the best would be if you could put together your own support groups, just help each other through this process. We're going to make it as clear as possible, but with the language barrier, sometimes that creates a bit of an issue. So please reach out to people around you or in your community, just saying, listen, let's just form a WhatsApp group for the next 20 days or so, just so that we all don't miss any information, and let's just all get our claims in. You can disband those groups afterwards if you choose to do so. So what type of proof is going to be acceptable for the declaration? The screenshots in the back office showing the values and the dollars, etc. You will have also your email history. So with the purchases that you made, you would have got a receipt back from the company to say this is what you've purchased. And then with regards to deposits and your deposit records. Now, the reason why this is such a big issue is that a lot of these systems have been switched off. So Hyper is one of them, VidiLook was switched off, and so forth. And this has been a trend where these platforms get put together and then they get switched off. So any information, I believe that you will find a lot of your information in your emails. And if you don't have screenshots in the back office, you're going to take those purchases and we're going to put that forward as the claim against the group. And it's going to be for that group to counter that claim should they choose to do so. One of the questions that has come up as well is the multiple accounts, have been in discussion around that. Now, when Hyper launched, you were allowed to have multiple accounts, and I myself had verified that in the beginning. Later on, they changed that. But in my opinion, if you had joined and they allowed multiple accounts, then you should be able to claim the multiple accounts. So we are actually going to accommodate specifically for those multiple accounts in the claims process. So that's it for now. I hope you have a super remaining weekend. I just wanted to get this broadcast out. I'll probably drop an email to everybody. So fresh in on Monday, you're up to speed of what's going on. Please, this is a critical week. Look out for information coming through, particularly for those people that are wanting to join the process. I'll be getting that link out in the next day or so. So keep watching and keep supporting each other, and have a fantastic weekend.